Satnam. Welcome to today's class. Today we continue to explore the barriers that we've created in the body that keep us from our true nature. Inspired by this beautiful quote from Rumi, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all barriers within yourself that you have built against love. And we work on these barriers from a very positive and empowered space, from the idea that love isn't something we need to work towards, but love is simply something that we are. And we have to simply remove the layers that we've created around ourselves in order to access that love. The barriers that we create are judgments, comparison, our cultural norms, our generational experiences, the experiences that we have in life that we create a narrative around. And all of these, plus many more, form layers of protection around us so that we hide our true nature, the nature of love. One of the biggest barriers that we have to experiencing our true nature is, of course, the left brain. And we talk about left brain and right brain, and left brain is our logical, language, reason. That's the left brain. And then we have the right brain, which is, that more creative, free kind of spirit. But there's a new school of thought that actually believes that the left and right brain aren't simply located in the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of the brain. This school of thought believes that the left brain is the left hemisphere of the brain, and the right brain is the right hemisphere of the brain, but also the gut, the heart, and the entire body forms the right brain experience. They believe that the left brain represents our conscious mind. It's the prefrontal cortex. It's what we know, what we believe, our experiences. We know this to be true, left brain. And then right brain is what they call the naked experience. Through the body, we receive the experience as it is, in its purest form. And then the left brain steps in and gives a judgment, comparison, narrative, and that's what we eventually take in. So in the process of taking away the barriers that we've built around our true nature of love, what we're trying to do is we're trying to experience the purest form of life, life as it is, the naked experience without all the layers that we've built around it. And this is very interesting because obviously with the work that I do, I've been teaching yoga for many, many, many years, almost 15 years now. I've been doing yoga for over 20 years. I practice being in the body, the importance of being in the body. And then I'd like to share an experience I had just this morning. Every Thursday morning, I do a 2.5-hour meditation, and it's a little bit experimental. Every week, I try something a little bit different. And this morning, I did the somatic meditation. It's a guided meditation through the body. Now, after 20 years of practicing yoga, I like to think that I'm very much in my body. But if I can tell you that it was so deeply uncomfortable, this meditation for me, physically, my body resisted and I had physical pain. Mentally, emotionally, I found myself tuning out of the meditation, coming back with frustration. There were moments of anger, and I couldn't understand it. And eventually it dawned on me that I'm still, even with all the work that I've done, disconnected from the body. And it's a realization that connecting to the body is a constant work. It's something we have to work on all the time. And doing these sorts of practices like I did this morning, excuse me, just reminds one of how much work it takes to be in the body. So I want you to really, really focus on being in the physical experience that we're going through today. More than 90% of what we do and how we live life is unconscious. And what we want to do today is we just want to shift it into the conscious. We want to become aware of what we're doing. The example people always use is when you drive a car. You get in your car, you don't say, right, key goes into the starter motor. Let's turn it on. Turn my hand to the right. Left foot onto the clutch. left hand moves the gear into reverse, right foot presses. That's not how we drive. We drive completely unconsciously. So, as an experiment, I invite you on your next trip in your vehicle to drive consciously, to drive in the way that I just described. Notice what you're doing. I'm putting my key into, I'm turning the car on. My left foot is flat on the clutch. I'm changing gear. If you're driving an automatic car, my right foot is on the brake. I'm putting it into drive. And go through the actual experience of driving the car and notice what it feels like. Feel the pressure of the pedal underneath your foot. Feel the movement in your knee. Feel your hands on the steering wheel and bring this experience into consciousness so that we can start to understand what it is to actually be in the naked experience rather than that experience that we just completely take for granted. In order to re-inhabit the body, we need to do conscious meditation. So it's taking out blocks of time, and it can be as little as 3 minutes in your day where you do a meditation of some sort. Practice love and acceptance for your body, noticing where it is in this moment without judgment or expectation, just simply being here. I'm feeling this in my body now. I feel a lightness, I feel a heaviness. It feels easy to walk today, or it feels really hard to move my body today. Just start noticing exactly what it is that you're experiencing in the body so that we can learn to be more and more connected to the body. And in this way, we take our experience out of just this left brain where most of our life is experienced and into all of this, having the full experience of life as it is and as it could be. Imagine yourself as an infant exploring the world for the first time. Remember your own children when they learned to crawl and they had that first taste of freedom. And what did they do? Everything was a wonder. They could feel the different textures. The first time they crawled on grass, the first time they crawled on the carpet or the cold tiles. Every sensation is a wonder for them. Everything they take and they taste, touch, they want to feel it. And try and embody just for a few moments each day that childlike wonder of being in your body, this amazing. And if we think of babies, what are they doing? They're taking their toes, putting them in their mouths, digging in their eyes, really just such wonder that they get to have this human experience that we now so often take for granted. Let's bring our hands together and come to the heart center. And take a beautiful long deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in. Feel the vibration in your body. Move into the sensations of that vibration. And release your breath. And then bring your hands to your knees. And let's start with spinal flexors. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Allowing yourself to really be in the experience of your body, noticing the movement in your spine, Noticing the sensations in your knees and your ankles. Take a moment at your hips. Soften your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your eyes. And come to center. Move to a Sufi grind. Massaging the internal organs. Feel the body. Notice what's happening in the rotations at the waist. Allow your awareness to shift to your internal organs and feel what you can feel there. And change direction. And come back up to center. Drop your chin to your chest. And then inhale as you roll your head back. Exhale across your chest. Feel the sensations. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And change direction. Moving with awareness. And come back up to center. Inhale, drop your ear to your left shoulder. Let your right shoulder stretch downwards. And exhale, change sides. And just continue at your own pace, moving quicker or slower depending on what feels right for you in this moment. And come back to center. Drop your head all the way back. Inhale. And drop all the way down to your chin. Exhale. And come back up to center. And then you can open out your legs, taking them as wide apart as you can get them. Roll forward onto your sitting bones. Inhale at the center and exhale, reach your chin towards your toes. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep your belly lightly engaged. With each exhale, chest coming just a tiny bit closer down towards your thighs. This very familiar routine movement, the ritual of warm up. Allowing mind and body to really know that this is where I am right now. Beautiful. Keep going. Come up to center, turn to face the right leg, and exhale, relax down. And soften your neck and shoulders. Relax your chest. And inhale up to center, turn to face the left. Exhale, relax down. Use the exhale. Deeply surrender. And come across to center, relax down to the center. Using your breath to let go completely. Inhaling back up. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Press your feet as far away from your body as you can into diamond pose and relax down. Keep using the exhale. And gently curling up. Coming to cross-legged posture. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lift your chest up and twist round. Gazing over your left shoulder. Stay active in the pose, inhaling up, exhaling round. And coming back to center and change sides, left hand to right knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Active in the pose. And back to center. Then you can come onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and just start moving through cat and cow. Inhaling as your belly drops down, head looks up, and exhaling as you curl up. Beautiful. Come back to neutral. Slide your right hand underneath your left arm. Drop your shoulder, drop your ear, and stretch your left arm. And then a tiny micro movement, shifting the weight over to the right, opening the left side even more. Coming to center, stretch both arms in front of you for puppy pose. And then sliding the left arm underneath the right, drop the shoulder, drop the ear. Tiny micro movement to the left, opening the right side. And come back to center, take your knees apart, sit back on your heels, and relax down. Deeply relax. Soften, surrender. Feel what you're feeling. Be in the experience of your body. Miguel Ruiz says, go inside and listen to your body, because your body will never lie to you. Your mind will play tricks, but the way you feel in your heart, in your guts, is the truth. And we know that more and more scientific research is teaching us that the brain is really only the third brain. The first brain is the gut, with more neural connections from the gut up to the brain than the other way around. Then the heart has more neural connections from the heart to the brain than the other way around. So in reality, our gut is our first brain, our heart is the second, and our brain is only the third. And yet so many of us are living completely exclusively away from gut and heart. And so we invite that innate wisdom, that naked experience of life. And very gently curling up, coming onto your hands and knees. Now we're going to do some push-ups, ladies push-ups. So on the knees with the ankles crossed, and the movement is to drop the chest down and lift back up. So we're going to try for 54 or as many as you can do in the 2 minutes. And let's go. Beautiful, nice, strong movement. Be really cautious, listen to your body. If it doesn't feel possible, find a variation. Keep your abdominals nice and strongly engaged and use your breath. That's it. Listen to your body. Find a way. Very nice. And immediately we feel the heat beginning to build up in the body, in the shoulders, in the belly. Notice what that feels like. Notice the sensations through your arms, through your shoulders. Feel the weight on your knees. Very often when we do challenging exercise, we take our awareness out of the body. We dissociate from the body. This is how we cause injury. So make sure this is an embodied practice, that you can feel every single movement, every single sensation. Stay with your breath, keep your breath in rhythm with your movement. Beautiful. Just keep going, even if you slow it all the way down. Just find your own way. Last 10 seconds. And release it back on your heels. Take your hands to your feet, forehead to the mat. Let your shoulders fall forwards. And take a long, deep breath in. Squeeze mulband, lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. Hold your breath in. Feel the circulation of the subtle energies. And exhale and soften. And allow yourself to be in your body, in the full experience of your body. Feeling every single sensation. Fully embodied. The naked experience. Beautiful. And gently curling up. And then coming down onto your belly. Coming into Sphinx pose. So on your elbows, elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms flat on the mat, palms facing downwards. Now you want to lift up through the shoulders. So we're not having collapsing shoulders. The shoulders are nice and strong and active. The head is back. And we're going to stick the tongue all the way out as far as you can. So this isn't a little gentle half tongue sticking out the mouth. You're not getting any benefit. Tongue is all the way out so that you can feel it pulling at the back of your throat. And then we're going to do a breath of fire through the mouth. And let's go. Now, as you do this breath of fire, you should feel it at the back of your throat. You should feel your belly moving against the mat, and make sure that your shoulders are not falling down, that the head is all the way back. Beautiful. Stick your tongue all the way out. That's it. This is a beautiful detoxifying breath. It's also engaging the fascia. The fascia starts at the big toe, and it's one solid piece all the way to the back of the tongue. So with the tongue all the way out like this, we're breathing very heavily. The fascia also forms a big connection at the diaphragm. So we've got the diaphragm engaging the fascia, pulling it from the toes to the back of the tongue. And the fascia, we're discovering more and more, there isn't enough research yet to confirm it, but it feels like the emotions are being carried through the fascia. So when we engage the fascia in this way, we're working very strongly into our emotions. And we can really feel it. It can be quite a provocative exercise. Notice where the mind goes. Feel what happens in the body. Just 15 more seconds. Tongue all the way out. Heavy breathing. And deep breath in. Squeeze mulband. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift the anal muscles. Hold the breath. Really feel that breath circulating through the body now. We're strengthening the sympathetic nervous system's tone, building resilience for when we're faced with challenge. And exhale, drop your forehead onto your hands, bring your big toes together. Let your heels flop out to the sides. And notice the feeling of the sympathetic nervous system now. Maybe your heart rate is slightly increased. Feel tingling sensations in your hands, in your arms. And just recognize what it feels like to invite the sympathetic response, the fight-flight response. It can be a really scary feeling when we don't invite it, when it comes uninvited as anxiety or fear. And so we just very gently build our resilience now, feeling it here as it is. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders, push up and back. Sit back on your heels, hands to your feet, forehead to the mat, shoulders fall forwards as you relax in Balasana. And we go from that sympathetic to the parasympathetic, to rest, digest, calm, peace. Notice the sensation of the frontal lobe pressing against the mat. Feel how calming and reassuring that is. And being completely in the experience of your body. And then your next inhalation, very gently curling up. And coming onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Straighten your legs, press your heels down to the mat, and then just take your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart so that we're in downward facing dog. Feel the weight distributed evenly through your hands, heels reaching towards the mat. If you need to bend your knees, that's absolutely fine. Really listen to your body, have your own experience. And the movement is from downward dog, coming down, dropping the hips down, but keeping the whole body off the mat, shoulders away from the ears, look up, and then push up and back. And now I want you to continue at your own pace. And now it may feel really nice to move slowly and deliberately, or you may feel this need to move quickly and powerfully. Whatever feels right for you today, follow that instinct. Trust that your body knows exactly what you need. And feel the experience of it. Feel the weight through your arms. Notice what happens when your chest opens. Head is back. And push up and back. Feel the weight through your heels. Lift your tailbone. Feel the lengthening in your spine. Really be in the full experience of your body. Beautiful. Honoring where you are. Again, this exercise, sending blood to the brain. So feel what that feels like. As soon as we're inverted, we change our whole perception. Last 5 seconds. And push up and back, coming to down dog. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze Mulband by lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. Hold the breath in. Notice how it feels to hold the breath in the inverted posture. Take more breath in, hold it. And exhale, release. Drop your knees to the mat. Sit back on your heels, forehead to the mat. Shoulders falling forwards. Hips sinking to the heels. Be completely in the experience of your body. No judgment, no expectation. Just the naked experience without what you know, what you believe, what you've been taught. Just simply being there. Beautiful, curling back up. And then you can remain on your knees in Vajrasana if that's possible. If it is painful for you to be on your knees, come to a cross-legged posture. You're going to bring the hands onto the floor just in front of the knees. And the movement is to drop the forehead down as you exhale and inhale, coming back up. And we're going to move with reverence and let's go. Exhale, drop down, and inhale, coming up. And again, you can move faster, you can move slower, but however you're moving, do it with reverence and gratitude. Notice how it feels to drop the forehead down to the mat, to be in this experience of gratitude and pure love. Feel what's happening in your body. As you bow down, surrender to the earth, surrendering to that primal wisdom. Each exhale taking you closer to your pure state of love. As you create a revolution in your being. And inhale, coming up, take a deep breath in. Squeeze mulband, lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles, keep the breath in. Take more breath. And exhale, release, come to stillness. This is where the magic happens. Beautiful. And then you can bring your hands onto your thighs. We're going to do the camel ride, so it's spinal flexors and Vajrasana, inhaling, lift forwards, and exhaling, dropping down, keeping the neck in line with the spine. So there's hardly any movement in the head and neck, and the movement just coming from the base of the spine. Really feel into the movements. Notice how it feels different to the cross-legged, the spinal flex. Notice the heat in your body. Feel where your hands meet your thighs. Feel where the tops of your feet meet the earth. Feel the solidity of the earth beneath you. Beautiful. Just keep going. Moving that spinal fluid. And the subtle energies in the spinal fluid. Last 15 seconds. Feel your way through. And come to center, deep inhalation. Squeeze, more bend, lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles, hold the breath in. Take more breath in. And exhale. Feel what you're feeling. Be in the experience of your body. Feel these subtle, refined movements within the stillness. And then, if it's possible, remain seated on your left heel and extend your right leg forwards. If it's not possible to sit this way, bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. So, really listening always to your body. Stretch forwards if you can. Grab hold of your big toe. If you can't grab hold of your big toe, hold wherever you can. The important thing is that the spine is straight, and we're going to apply the 3 locks. So we're going to lift Mulband, lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles, Uddiyana Band, the abdominal lock, and Jalandhar Band, the neck lock. So we're keeping that spine perfectly straight, all 3 locks applied, and begin breath of fire. Beautiful. Make sure the spine is straight, that the 3 locks are applied. If you are holding your big toe, you want to apply a pressure to the big toe, to the fleshy part of the big toe at the bottom. This is where the meridian for the pituitary gland is situated. Deep breath in. And exhale, changing sides, coming onto the right heel, extending the left leg. And again, applying 3 locks, spine straight, breath of fire. Keep the breath strong, feel the movement in the belly, spine straight, applying pressure to the fleshy part of the big toe. Beautiful. Keep it up. 15 more seconds. Deep breath in. And exhale, release, extend both legs out in front of you. Deep breath in. And exhale all the way out. And keep the breath out. Feel the emptiness. Be completely in the nothingness. And inhale, breathing normally. And when you're ready, coming to Sukhasana, to easy pose. We're going to finish off today's class with a mantra meditation. And the mantra we're using today is So Hum. So Hum means I am that I am. There's a complete surrender and acceptance to who we are in this moment and in every moment. The movement is we're going to have elbows tucked into the waist, the fingers curled together, forming a cup-like shape. And we're going to soar, take the hands over the shoulders, and hum. Let the arms swing back and down. Soar, hum. We're going to do it together, just getting into a beautiful rhythm. And let's go. So hum, 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 so hum. Release your arms. Take a beautiful long deep breath in. Squeeze more bund, lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles, hold the breath, and feel this blessing that we have bestowed upon ourselves. I am that I am. Feel the vibration of that blessing moving through every single cell in your body. Accept it with love and gratitude. Soham, I am that I am. And exhale. Be in the blissful experience of this integration. Feel the weight of your body through your sitting bones, your legs grounded through Mother Earth, the heat in the shoulders and the chest, the heart. When we're awake in our bodies and senses, the world comes alive. Wisdom, creativity, and love are discovered as we relax and awaken our bodies, says Tara Brach. Just feel that now, the awakening of wisdom, creativity, and love as you give yourself over to presence in the body. And when you're ready, you can lie down on your mat in Shavasana or any other comfortable relaxation posture, giving yourself permission to relax fully and completely, knowing that it is here in the space of deep relaxation that you are healed. And I relax feet, ankles, calves, knees, my feet, ankles, calves and knees are relaxed. I relax thighs, hips, sacrum, and sex organs. Thighs, hips, sacrum, and sex organs are relaxed. I relax abdomen, small and large intestine, liver, kidneys, appendix, spleen. My abdomen and all of my abdominal organs are relaxed. I relax my diaphragm, my lungs. I relax my heart, my diaphragm, lungs, and heart are relaxed. And I relax my rib cage and my spine. I relax my rib cage and my spine. My rib cage and spine are relaxed. I relax my fingers, hands, and wrists. My fingers, hands, and wrists. Relax. I relax my forearms, elbows, and upper arms. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are relaxed. I relax my neck and my shoulders. I relax my neck and my shoulders. My neck and shoulders. Relax. I relax my jaw, my teeth, and my tongue. I relax my ears and my nose. I relax my eyes and my forehead. My entire face is relaxed. I relax my brain. I relax my brain. My brain is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed, filled with peace. My body possesses a wisdom that I who inhabit my body lack. And so I surrender to this wisdom, the innate primal wisdom of my body. And there is peace within me, peace around me, and peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can start to bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest, gently rubbing your thumb across your fingertips as you move your toes. And taking your arms above your head, having a beautiful stretch, drawing your hands and feet away from each other. And hugging your knees to your chest. Drop your knees to the right as you look over your left shoulder. And changing sides. Coming back to center, rubbing the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands together. And rocking up, coming to Sukhasana. May the long-time sun shine upon us, all love surround us, and the pure light within guide our way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Satnam. Satnam. May you have a very, very beautiful day.